Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing fantastic. And I'm going to bet you've probably been doing better than me this week. So we're going to get into that. And I got a couple packages here that come in, some stuff that I bought for me. And I'm going to open them with you guys, let you guys share in that with me. But I'm not going to roll an intro. We're just going to kind of get right into it. So today is Friday, right? And let's see. I'm going to tell you about this disaster week I just had. And it starts last week, Friday the 13th. And me and my brother, we went to a car show Saturday, okay? And it was at the fairground, or not the fairground, I'm saying, it's at the Battleship, it's at the Memorial Park. And when shows are there, they're typically, they tend to be kind of bigger events because of, a lot of space and all that kind of stuff. But we take our trailer, we have an enclosed trailer that has an awning, air conditioner, stuff like that, and it's just nice because we can hang fans on it and stuff like that. So it's the luxury way to go to a car show. Trailer only weighs probably 6,000 pounds, 7,000, pushing it, probably 6,000. And so Friday morning, hook up to the trailer to take it to the Battleship, right? So we drop the trailer off, and coming back, it's me and my brother in the truck, and get off the interstate, to get to the shop, and notice kind of some clunking, and I look at him, I'm like, oh, that don't sound good. So slowed down, stopped at a red light, and I was like, man, I wonder what that could be, and I was looking at all the gauges, but it's a clunking noise, so I figured it was coming from the tires or the drive shaft or something. So light turned green, went up a little bit, got on a different road. Seemed like when I got up to speed, it was fine. And I was like, okay, well, that's weird, Then it started slowing down, started doing it again. I was like, all right, wait, I need to pull over. So I pulled over. We both got out, looked around the truck, looked at the brakes, because I have had a caliper come off and kind of get in and wedged in between the rotor and the wheel, and it start, messing stuff up. I've had that happen before. So... and that was a long time ago on a car. And so looked at everything, didn't see nothing out of whack, right? Got up, I looked around the truck, looked at the drive shaft, make sure everything's all right. And I said, okay, well, let's try to just go a little bit further. Got back on the road, no. Clunk, 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 clunk. And I said, okay, I don't know what's going on now with my truck. So I need to pull over. Need to see if I get in a wrecker. So I pulled off into a bank parking lot, and at an intersection. And right past the bank, on the same side of the road, right next door to it, was one of those oil change places, that has like a garage on the back attached to it. So pull around there, and I get past the oil change place, and I get right to the the garage. As soon as I get there, back wheel falls off. I put a picture right here. Yeah, that sucks. So apparently what happened, and so this was Friday the 13th, okay? This was in the morning. So this is how my Friday the 13th started. And this was going to start off a tale of woes for me the whole week. So I had to wait on a tow truck to take it to a place, because I had a tire change place work on my back brakes, okay? So took it back to their place, and they accepted responsibility to fix it, okay? And I'm not going to fast forward to today, because obviously today is Friday the next week. I just got my truck back today, okay? So get the truck back to the place, and that took, half the day, because waited on tow truck gets to the place, all that yada yada yada. So go to the car show. Car show was, it was all right. It was okay, and because this really soured my attitude for the weekend. And this going into this weekend, I had planned on taking the RV out one more time before we go on vacation down in Florida. So we decided not to, because some stuff come up that my youngest daughter could do this weekend, and we kind of wanted to do that. so my youngest daughter could have some fun with one of her friends, you know, so that's always a good thing. So we're going to do that, all right? And so I was telling my wife, I said, well, I'll go ahead and, you know, check on the RV because I have a dehumidifier in it. And I check it about every 2-3 days and empty the water, the little collection bin for the water. And I don't know why. I don't know why. I got a wild hair at my butt. And I was like, well, I'm gonna you know, look at everything inside the RV. So I went to like our bedroom, looked around, looked at the floor, looked at the roof, everything's fine. Climbed over because all the slides are in. But I have it hooked up to power, kind of. I got about 15 amps of power going to it just so I could run a couple receptacles in it and keep my battery charged. So I got a wild hair at my butt and I climbed over the sofa in the kitchen because the kitchen dining area has an island. So when the slides are in, you know, you have to kind of climb over the couch to get to the other side where the refrigerator and stuff is. And I just happened to grab the freezer door and open it. Hot. But it's running. You know, because it's a 12-volt fridge. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. So I climbed back over. I ran the kitchen slide out and cut the refrigerator off. Listened for the compressor to turn off. Turned it back on. Said, okay, well maybe it needed the old turn it off and turn it back on again. You know, kind of deal, which didn't work, by the way. So, but when it turned back on, when the compressor kicked back on, it started making you know, a real bad oscillation, you know, like shaking, you know, and it didn't sound the best. So, because when you put your hand on the unit, you could feel the humming, you know, the vibration. So called the dealer that I bought the unit from, and you know, of course, they can fix it. You know, they can get a new one, but I have to take it to them. They have to do their inspection. They have to submit the claim to the manufacturer. The manufacturer has to approve it. Then they have to ship a new refrigerator. Then they have to install it. So that's going to be way more than a week. So I just said, well, look, it's an inconvenience, but piled onto my truck being all messed up, it was just another thing. I'm like, man, what is going on? Now, earlier in the week, there was an area in the Caribbean that a lot of these people on YouTube thought was going to develop into potentially a hurricane. It was going to get in the Gulf. Well, the problem is that thing was forecast to go at the end of this coming week, which is when we were going to be on the road going down to Florida, you know, going all the way down the Panhandle and all the way down to Orlando. So I was like, you got to be kidding me, man. For real? Like, this ain't happening, you know. This Friday the 13th just kicked off like a chain of events, like a Final Destination crap, you know, just all this just bad juju, man, it was happening. So the thing with the RV and the refrigerator is not that big. It's really not that big of a deal because I have an outdoor kitchen that has 2 refrigerators that have little freezers that are about yay big. So that's not the end of the world. So when we get back from vacation, I'm going to take it and get all that, you know, repaired and all that kind of jazz. And today I got my truck back. Now I'm going to run you guys real quick through, and I know probably nobody cares, but I'm going to run you through the repairs I've been doing on my truck. Replace the front brake lines, the front wheel bearings. Let's see. Okay, now the consensus among the people that I took it to was that the wheels, when they put the back wheels back, because they did the back brakes, they over-torqued the lug nuts. I can kind of see that being the case because I had to go, you know, retain some information that probably pushed out some other information, like, you know, somebody's name or somebody's birthday or something I was supposed to remember, now that I know this. But the lug nut torque spec on the truck's about 130 foot-pounds. And, you know, these guys at these tire change places, you know, they run these impact guns, these air impact guns that, you know, do about 280, 300 foot-pounds of torque. So it's very easy for someone to just, you know, if you wail on a lug nut for, you know, 4 or 5 seconds, you know, you've over-tightened it. So that's probably what happened. I don't know, but that's just kind of what we're going with. And they found that I needed to have the ball joints replaced. So they replaced all the ball joints on the truck. And I'm going to tell you, the steering on my truck now, it's tight. So it's very, very tight, you know. So I'm hoping, you know, as I drive it, you know, that'll kind of remedy itself a little bit. So yeah, other than that, you know, yeah, man, this has been a stressful week, man, for real. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I got a lot, man, I'm so far behind on stuff, it's not even funny. So yeah, okay, so the boxes here it's nothing exciting. It's just some stuff that I bought off eBay that, you know, I was looking at, and I thought I would share with you guys, as I do, because, you know, I like to share a lot of stuff with, you know, people that I don't know on the internet. So here you go. All right. So how are you guys doing? Hopefully I had a good week. Hopefully you're excited about it being Friday. I know I am, especially now that I'm able to kind of be in here this weekend and kind of get some stuff done here in my office, which means, by office, I mean on YouTube, because we have all of the suspects on deck. We got Tack Pack, Barrel and Blade, Hunt Vault, and the I'm Never Gonna Give Up on You and Never Gonna Let You Cancel Me bespoke post. And I got a box here. I got a box here from a company called Epsy. They reached out to me a while back, and they said, hey, can we send you a box? So that's a box that I did not pay for. They sent to me, and they want me to do a review on it. So I'm going to do that this weekend so I can have kind of some videos lined up. So I'm going to hit you guys with a bunch of videos in a row again. So there'll be like a video coming out, you know, every day, hopefully. So yeah, that's the plan. All right, so like I said, this is some cruising on eBay for me. And this is the first thing that I got, and I was kind of waiting because another thing is supposed to be delivered today, and I was kind of hoping to wait until it got here. But I always smell, when I buy hats off eBay, I always smell them to see if it comes from a smoking home or a bad environment, but it smells okay. It smells good, okay. All right, so one of the things you guys might not know about me, when you see me out in public, my wife absolutely detests it 1000%. I always wear a ball cap. Matter of fact, I think in some videos I've worn a hat before. Usually I have, well, hang on, let me get it. Oh, sorry. All right, so usually I wear this hat. So if you see me out in public, like any of you ever going to see me out in public, this is generally 9 times out of 10, this is the ball cap I'm going to be wearing. This is a sketch of Mickey, and it has this print that has a bunch of the raw sketches, like from Walt, and it says it was all started by a mouse, because that's one of the things that kind of, you know, Walt said about Mickey, and it's got Walt Disney World, and I've got like 5 of these hats. I absolutely love this hat. I bought it when it was originally for sale from Hollywood Studios. One of the little kiosks had this hat for sale, and I absolutely loved it, and I wore it almost slap out. And, you know, I was kind of sad about, you know, the hat, you know, wearing it out. And my wife said, well, here, just, you know, so she went on eBay. She said, here, I can find that hat. And when I did, I found like 5 of them, 5 people selling this hat, and I went, buy now, buy now, buy now, buy now. So I have like 5 of these hats. And most of them are from Walt Disney World, but one of them is from Disneyland. So I think that's really cool that I was able to find this hat, because this is one of my favorite hats to wear. And I hate it that I got it dirty, but it's okay. Because I bought me a blue hat. And this hat, I really like it because, you know, when I was thinking of creating this YouTube channel, I had no idea what I wanted to call it. And I had to, you know, of course you got to call it something. So I just ended up with Brad's Journey, because I figured, well, you know, maybe, you know, I can make this YouTube channel about me and about things that I do. So it's just my journey, right? So it's very easy. And I was trying to make a logo, so I just said, well, I'll use like a compass, because that's the lamest thing I could come up with. And I really like this hat because it kind of fits that theme. It has like a compass looking, it's not a compass, well, is it a compass? It might be a compass. Or does it just look like a compass? No, it just kind of well, it kind of looks like a compass, but it has Walt Disney World, and it's got Cinderella's castle there in it. And I just think I think this is a really, really cool design. I really like it. And I like that it's a kind of like a navy blue hat. And these hats, for some reason, they're really comfortable for me to wear. So I really like buying these type of hats. So yeah. So I really like this hat. I really like it. So I'm very excited to get that. And then they gave me a little thank you sticker. And let's see, this hat came from Clermont, Florida. So this is someone who obviously bought that, you know, from the park and lives in Florida. Well, of course they bought it from the park, but they live in Clermont. And Clermont, you know, Orlando's here, you know, Clermont's over here, you know, by that big old lake, Apoca, whatever that lake's called. So yeah. So yeah. And to be honest with you, I really don't know what made me go on this kick. I do that from time to time. You guys ever do that? You know, you just, out of nowhere, you buy certain items, just seemingly out of nowhere. Well, this is how this came about. I was just sitting at my computer and I just pulled up eBay and started looking at hats. And for a hat package, man, this guy here did an awesome job. Man, he wrapped it in bubble wrap. That's awesome. And put it in a Ziploc bag. Look at that. Boy, this guy here was not playing around, man. He packed stuff like I be packing stuff. And it says 2004. They got 2004 wrote on there. I don't know, is this hat from 2000? I have no idea if this hat's from 2004. Probably is. It probably is because it says the price is $19.95. So I would not be shocked if this was from 2004. And at least it still has the little Dumaflotcher there to hold the price tag on, which kind of came off. And it is a Disney Park hat, so it is an official hat, and it's the same. It's not the same color. It's a little on the more blue. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's more on the blue side. I still like it, but check this out. I love this hat too. But I've got a really cool hat coming that, you know, hadn't shown up yet, which I was hoping to have in the video too. Now this is a plain hat, but you see you got the little red Mickey right there. Look at that. I thought this was a really cool hat. Very sleek, minimalist in its, you know, in its showing of the mouse that has been ran through the gutter. Poor little guy. Man, he's been ran through the gutter, man, by all these people that got no business representing the brand for real. So yeah, I thought that was a good looking hat. And then I got one more hat coming that, you know, it was supposed to be here today. I probably won't get it till tomorrow though, because the mail is already ran, and I was told that the United States Post Office is carrying it, but mail's already ran, so I probably won't get it till tomorrow. So yeah, that's what I got. Oh yeah, and another thing about my truck. Because what happened with the studs breaking off, it completely ruined the rim on that side. So the good thing that worked out for me, if we're going to say there's a silver lining here in this whole debacle of a week, was that those rims that I had on my truck, they were discontinued. The style, you couldn't buy them anymore because the truck's what? It's 2018, so it's 5-6 years old. And we got those rims probably a year after we bought the truck. So yeah, so the shop had to buy me a whole new set of rims, and you know they're not exactly like the rims that are on it, which is fine, and they're black, and you know they look good, so it's all good. So yeah, let's see. Other than that, what can I say before I get on out of here, man? I'm gonna get on out of here and start making some of these other videos. Matter of fact, you may see me wearing this shirt in another video because I'm gonna go right to making videos. Oh, I got these in too. Oh wow, I don't want to show them, but I got these in. I'm gonna do a taste review on these because I got these in a box. They're Taos Bakes, and they're supposed to be really good, like granola, you know, type protein bars. And I got a box of them from Amazon because I really want to try them, because I had one in a subscription box. One of these boxes sent me one, and I thought I put it on my desk, and I can't find it. So I remembered the name though, and I looked it up on Amazon and bought this because this was a assortment pack or assortment box of all, you know, a bunch of different flavors. So I'm really excited to kind of try that on a video as well. So with that, I'm going to get on out of here and start making you guys content, man. So hopefully there will be a video a day, hopefully. Maybe a live stream thrown in there since I'm not going camping this weekend. Okay, let's see. What else? Did I forget anything? Did I forget anything? Oh, yeah, my wife's got a doctor's appointment next week. So she's having an outpatient procedure done before we have to go on vacation. So that was something else, too, that kind of came up out of nowhere very unexpectedly. So, yeah. Let's see. I think that's it. I think that's it. Man, I got to get busy. I will see you guys in not too long. All right? Be cool. Peace.